All right, Coach Grossner, you guys are in your preseason mode right now. You've had a couple practices. Today's first day of school. Talk about how things are going in preparation.
Yeah, we've had a nice camp. You lose track of days. We finished 2 days last night. We had a great camp. No big injuries, the normal dislocated little thing here and a shoulder here or whatever, but nothing major so far, knock on wood. But I thought the kids practiced hard, did what we asked them to do. They're going to start school this morning, so it's a whole new picture for a lot of them. So we just said, hey, get through it, make sure you go to class, be on time, be in the front row, and then we've got tough practice this afternoon. So it's always that first day of school, so we call it hump day. It's Wednesday, and we'll fight through it and continue on with our camp.
Now this camp, it's all getting you ready for the big game on the 7th of September. Let's talk about Ottawa a little bit. This game has really brought together both communities, especially since you regained the rivalry in 2010. What have you seen on campus in town that has really shown that this is a big game coming up?
Yeah, it's nice to play Ottawa. They're 15 miles down the road. Been a great rivalry forever. We just kind of rekindled it 4 years ago. Kent and I are friends. Their head coach. We played college football together. So everything involved has made that thing as big as we can. We're lucky that it was a bowl game first couple of years. So really, nationally, we were the premier matchup. Now that people have seen the game and been to it and attended it, it's a big event. We don't need the bowl to make that thing a big deal for both teams. Both towns are close enough, and both teams are nationally ranked. Ottawa's won their league over there, I think, the last 3 years. So we've played the best of the KCAC to open the season, which is a great challenge for us. It kind of gives us a barometer of where we are in the national picture on that opener. And the nice part of it is, both teams expect to win. Both teams know this game, the winner comes out of it a little bit ahead of everybody else on the national scene. And then you get into your tough conference play. So this year is going to be a little different. We're going to play Ottawa, then we're going to go to St. Mary's, which was the third-ranked team in the KCAC last year. So I think we've got two great matchups early in our season to kind of gauge where we're at, and then we jump into the HAC schedule. From a game atmosphere, we played at 6 o'clock, but this year we've got events going on downtown from I think noon on. So there's going to be a lively crowd going on. Hopefully they all filter out to the stadium. We've got our parents' tailgate group, which will be set up early, and I know they'll be alive and ready to go. And I expect a great matchup. I think our football team's ready to play.
Now this rivalry dates back to 1891. There's a lot of history. The newest all-time winningest programs list just came out. Baker was at number 2. Ottawa was at number 3. Talk about what that means to have a team like that literally right down the road.
Yeah, I think that was real interesting. That's going to be an eye-opener. I think they're going to make that a national newsletter and let that information out, but I got caught wind of that as well. Missouri Valley was number 1, who's in the HAC, well-deserving. We were number 2, and then Ottawa was right behind us, number 3. That just tells you the tradition, the years of football that we've played, both schools. Football's important to both schools, and when we come into a fall season, I think both schools expect to kick off their season with a good football program and a run into the national playoffs. And I think it's great. I hope we keep this rivalry going forever. Now, we've got some scheduling things. I know some teams are trying to join the HAC, so we've got to maneuver to keep this thing going. But as long as Kent and I are there and Teresa and their AD are there, I think we'll try to keep this going forever.
And you mentioned the coaching staff pretty well over there at Ottawa. What do you think has made Ottawa so successful these last few years?
I think he's done a nice job on the national scene as well as battling locally, recruiting-wise. I do a lot of our out-of-state stuff, and I'll run into them in Texas and California, which is great states for football. But we also run into them locally. So I think he knows what it takes profile-wise. I think you get to this level, the NAI level. You got to understand your school, the type of kid that'll fit and stay with retention. and you got to sell the strong points of your school. I think we're a little different school-wise and location, but overall, I think Kent has a nice understanding over there of who's going to fit his profile for his football program. And vice versa. Over here, we know what we are. We know who we are. We know who we got to go look at. We weed out a lot before the whole process. When we make our phone calls to coaches or watch our film, there's an academic criteria here at Baker that we've got to meet, and we understand that. In order to package our guys to be able to afford school, they've got to have strong academics. So there's two little dynamics going, but overall, football-wise, I think you look at the programs, and we're both trying to succeed at the highest level.
And that's something you've been able to do. You're now entering your 10th season. Talk about that. You've been here a decade, and what's been the key to your success and your ability to be at Baker for 10 years?
Yeah, I've been very lucky to be here in Baldwin City. I think it's an unbelievable city to raise a family, and great support. You've got to have great administrative support. Pat Long, I was hired by Dan Lambert, great man, and then Pat Long followed, and she's been a great supporter of athletics. She gives us what she can and expects us to win. And so we've taken on that mantra. I also think consistency within our program, you've got to establish it, and that starts with keeping your coaches. I've had both coordinators. Coach Thorne's been here 10 years, Coach Regalado going on 6. If you look at our staff, Coach Young was on the past staff, now he's with us. He's been a head coach in this conference. Jerry Aligo's been with the old staff, and now he's with us. So there's some continuity there. I think if you look down the line, our guys stay. I hire a grad assistant. He either stays another couple years and coaches with us. So we like to hire within. So we've got a player that's played 4 years in the program, and then he grad assists for 2, and then he stays a year or 2 until he finds that job. Now you got a guy that's been here 6, 7, 8 years within your program, which has really been helpful. This year, I think we've had some change. We sent Matt Brock off to Texas Tech. Great job for him. Kendall Bradley off to the University of Missouri. Great opportunity for him, but we've hired some guys that have played for us. Jordan Robertson, Jake Green going to be student assistants. Trevor Bosak, student assistant. Tony Blevins coming in from the University of Kansas is going to be a grad assistant, but be Coach Thorne's right-hand man in the secondary. So I feel good. Sometimes new energy change, it establishes a fresh outlook in camp, which I think I've got coaches learning on a run, got new players learning on a run, then I got the old guard that knows what we need to do to get ready for the first game. So, 10 years, it's flown by. Our goal is still to win a national championship. Along the way, I hope we get a HAC championship. We shoot for the grand prize, and I think we're getting closer and closer. A lot of things good got to happen. A lot of things, ball's got to bounce right for you. You got to be hot when you get into the playoffs. But I love where our program is. I love the kids. I think we've established a reputation of academics within our program that's unbelievable, because that's what these kids come to school to Baker for, is to get a degree and be prepared to, once they graduate, to be successful. And so I think our coaching staff does a great job with a young man coming in, and he leaves as a mature human being that's ready to conquer the world.
Well, thanks, Coach. Good luck, and we will talk to you the week of the County Line Clash.
Appreciate it.